I'm Jane from Trinergy, connecting China with global yoga community. This week, we have guide Donahaye with us. So glad to have you here to join us.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
What do you think meditation is? Some people are saying meditation is not you're sitting there still and up straight. It's more about like for daily things. What do? You really concentrate. If you really like reading, writing, you concentrate to the flow of writing. You're meditate. What do you think about that?
The meaning of the word yoga, the meaning of samadhi, is that the mind gets totally absorbed in something. And I think, samadhi is much more accessible and present than people realize. If you are thinking very deeply about a problem, the whole world is excluded. You become totally focused. Someone can talk to you and you won't hear them. Someone can even, hit you and you won't notice. You go very deep into a contemplation on something, and this is a lower level of samadhi, I believe. I think the first level of samadhi, samprajñata samadhi, is called vitarka, which means with thoughts. And I think there's been a lot of misinterpretation of the Yoga Sutra, and people have translated the idea of samadhi as a kind of ecstasy, which I think is a mistake, because it makes us think that it's a very high, excited state, whereas I think another word, which is ecstasy, is a better translation. It's a very quiet, introverted state, an extension of being deeply at peace. For instance, how did Einstein develop his theory of relativity, or any other scientific theory? I think these are deep contemplations. Well, in India they say that there are 64 yogic arts that can lead you to realization, and they include playing music, cooking, many other mathematics, different sciences. There are many different ways in which you can go towards meditation and samadhi, and Hatha Yoga is only one. Asana practice is the most external aspect of yoga, the physical aspect, the aspect that can be seen, and today is being promoted visually through video and through photographs and so on. Teachers who know a lot about meditation and philosophy, who really know in depth, they're not really interested in exposing themselves. They're not the ones who will have millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers. They are more interested in preserving their own peaceful environment so that they can enjoy their meditation. They may feel motivated to share some of their knowledge with others who are serious and interested. And in a way they're protected, because not so many people are that interested in the spiritual aspects, in the philosophical aspects of yoga. Many people are interested just in the physicality. Some people are very interested in meditation right away. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there are many followers of Raja Yoga, Patanjali Yoga. And in Patanjali Yoga, asana means a comfortable seated position. It doesn't mean doing a handstand. That's really a very modern development of the idea of asana, and it's not really related. I don't think it's really related to yoga in a very deep way. These practices are useful for getting better health, getting more strength, getting the body flexible. But for yoga, real yoga, it can be quite a distraction, actually. I think it's leading people in the wrong direction a lot of the time. Yoga is a natural thing. A lot of people think that it's a step-by-step method. From asana you go to pranayama, and from pranayama you go to the next stage, and so on and so on. You build up from one place to another. But it's only because our lives have become so unnatural that we don't actually experience these states anymore. Originally, people people would experience samadhi quite naturally. There are 4 different states of consciousness: the waking state, dreaming state, deep sleep state, and samadhi is the 4th state. So according to Ayurveda, a healthy person should experience all 4 states. The fact is, we're not healthy. Our lifestyles do not support yoga experience. I wouldn't say yoga practice. Practice is there to get experience, but if you are really in a wholesome state, then practice would not be necessary. I find that being in nature is one of the most profound ways to get close to that kind of experience. So I'm a nature photographer as well. Actually, my photography is on my website as well, and I'm going to start selling prints. They said there's 64 yogic arts. I feel that photography could be one of those. There are many parallels between meditation and taking a photograph. For instance, focusing in on the subject, excluding all the distracting features, being in the moment, capturing the moment and presenting a beautiful aesthetic. I think those are all very kind of yogic ideas. When I was very young, I enjoyed being out in nature a lot. I was very happy as a young child. But when I started to think a bit more or understand a bit more about human nature, I became pretty depressed and angry, and I kind of lost my enjoyment that I had as a young child. And understanding that yoga is a natural thing and that nature really supports us in the practice of yoga. And that's, for instance, why do you do meditation in the early morning before the sunrise? Because nature is very calm and quiet and supportive. You try and meditate in the middle of the day when there's activity around you, you'll have no success. So, nature actually supports us in the meditation process. And I find myself going out into nature, escaping from New York, and enjoying beautiful environment. And the precious time for taking photographs in nature is sunrise, sunset, which is the same as for yoga practice. So there are many parallels, and so for me it's a retreat, going to nature.
I guess like in Chinese old saying, we say like you can see through life through one piece of a leaf. Like everything has one part of you.
It's beautiful. My studio is in New York, and I have a website. Current URL is ashtangayoga.nyc. You can find me there. I've written a few articles, and I'll be expanding the website with more material in the near future.
Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you really get something out of the talk. Keep your yoga practice going and not only focus on the physical body. Hope all of you can really go deeper to explore the meaning of yoga. Thank you. See you next time.